Before this video starts, get your predictions for the FA Cup final in the comments, boys. Question is, whenever I'm reading those comments tonight, am I going to see any comment from one of you boys predicting a United win? I guess I'll find out later. Anyways, guys, welcome back to the FK Sports channel for the FA Cup final preview, man. Manchester City, Manchester United, Wembley. Time of you boys will see this video, it'll be on Friday, the day before the final. So as I say, get your predictions in the comments. Let me know who you think's going to win this game. I mean, City are massive favourites, man. You know, as said here, you boys know I'm a United fan. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, get yourself subscribed. I am a Manchester United fan. But, you know, I go into this game and, you know, in many ways, it's a free hit because we're not expected to win. You know, City are the massive favourites in this game. And, you know, we've had an absolutely brutal season. And I've said this on my other channel to a lot of you boys in the streams recently. This game has been kind of, as I say, it feels like a free hit. It feels like, obviously, it's a massive game. We want to win it, of course. It's the final, and it's against a big rival in City. And we want to stop them winning another trophy because, you know, last weekend, they came off the back of another fourth Premier League title in 4 years, man. 4 in a row for them. And, we, you know, in recent years, the last decade, we haven't won anything ourselves in terms of Premier League titles, and we haven't been able to stop City winning too much either, man. We haven't put a dent in any other, you know, we met them in the final last year, didn't we? We met them in the final last year, and we lost. In fact, you know, it never really was alive last year, was it? I think we were 1-0 down after a couple of minutes. Gundogan scored very early in the game, I believe. So, yeah, let's hope it goes better this time around, and we're not down like a couple of goals after like 10-15 minutes. Now, I'm going to give you boys my prediction, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about, you know, how I see the game going, and, you know, the type of things, because there's a lot of news going around. Well, when is there not news going around Manchester United? But there's a lot of news going around Ten Hag at the minute. I do believe it's just come out there a couple minutes ago that he's pretty much sacked, regardless of the outcome of this game. So whether United win or lose against City tomorrow, whether we win the cup or not, it looks like, you know, from recent reports, that Ten Hag is going to be leaving the club after this game. So can he end on a trophy? Well, as I say, I'm going to give you boys my prediction now, and I'm going to say yes. I know, I'm an absolute mug. I know. But listen, stranger things have happened. That's all I can say, man. If you look at it on paper, City are going to win this game, you know, by a comfortable margin. You know, I've heard all this week, but, you know, people on my Twitter timelines and, you know, City fans telling me, Jack, you know, you're going to get smacked 4-5-0. It's a cup final. And whilst I take their point, you know, I'm not saying tomorrow can't be 4-5-0. It can be. But I feel like it's going to be, you know, logic would say it's going to be a comfortable win for City. But I mean, when I say comfortable, I mean like a 3-1. You know, I don't see us getting smacked. We're going to set up defensively, of course. We're not going to go toe-to-toe with them. We're not dumb. No team in the league can go toe-to-toe with City apart from really Liverpool and Arsenal. So, yeah. You know, thing with going we're going to be going defensive, but obviously, you know, easier said than done against City because they wear you down anyway. It's good that I'm so glad from a United point of view that we've got players back that, you know, playing tomorrow that we haven't had for a lot this season. People like Martinez. I know it would have been nice to have Shaw back, although he's not going to be back. I think he's going to be back for the Euros, but not for this final game of the season. So it's good to have Martinez back. Obviously, our defense this season has been, you know, I think I heard that a week it was 17 different combinations. I mean, it's just crazy, man. So, yeah, Martinez, you know, whilst he didn't look fully fit last week, it's good to have him back in the team for this final. Not sure on Varane's fitness, whether or not he'll play. I mean, I know he's leaving after this game anyway. He's leaving the club, but whether he plays tomorrow or plays a part at least remains to be seen. But even just in the form of recent players, like the likes of Ahmad, who's really, really shone in the last couple of weeks in the team as well, you know, for me, he starts. I mean, if Ten Hag starts Anthony and Rashford, and I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter what he does now, because, you know, it looks like he's going to be going anyway, but, yeah, if he starts Ahmad and Anthony, or if he starts Anthony over Ahmad, should I say, and, like, the likes of Rashford over Garnacho, you know, it's just, just that cannot be happening, man. For me, Ahmad and Garnacho starting the wings, they pick themselves. Højlund starts down the middle. You go Bruno behind that, and then the midfield too, Mainu and Casemiro. I'd love to have Casemiro moved to the midfield tomorrow if we can afford to do that. You know, obviously it depends on centre-backs availability. I know we've got Martinez, we'll have Delon, Wan-Bissaka, Nana in goal. Whether we can field another centre-back remains to be seen. If we can, then hopefully you know, Casemiro will move to the midfield, partner Mainu. But we'll see what happens. I've been talking to a few other United fans this week. You know, in the world of content creation, a few other United, you know, content creators that do their own channels, and they said to me the other day, they think this will they'll go one or two ways. Either we nick a win, United point of view, we nick a win, so like, you know, a 1-0 or a 2-1, I will say I don't see a scenario where City don't score. So 1-0 is, yeah. I think if we're gonna nick it, 2-1. But that's one scenario. We nick it by a goal. That's one scenario. The other scenario is we get well beaten. That's the two scenarios, and I totally agree. Because I think, yeah, as I said, it depends on the way the game goes. But if City get an early goal, you can see them just, building on that, getting into a comfortable lead, maybe leading at 2 or 3-0 at half time, and then the game's gone. However, the other side of that is if we keep the door shut on them, maybe get in at half time at 0-0, nick a goal early in the second half, and then that forces City's hand a little bit. We've got players with pace on the break. You just never know. The first goal is crucial, especially for us. If we're going to win this game, we need the first goal. City get it. If City don't get the first goal, they can still win it. If we don't get the first goal, I think it's game over. I really do, because the way City play and they wear you out, we need to have the first goal, so they have to come out a little bit more. If City play at their pace and City play, they've got the quality to break you down. As I said at the start of the video, it's all good, coming into this game and you go, right, well, we're going to sit back because we can't go toe-to-toe. And of course, that's what we'll do. But you need to have tactics around that, because sitting back against City will not work. We know we've seen loads of teams do it this season. Not just the smaller Premier League teams, but some of the big ones as well. They just wear you down. City score a lot of late goals in games as well, and maybe it's like 1-0, 2-0 going into the last 10 minutes, and they maybe win 4-5. Like, they score late goals, man, because they wear you down. That's the style of play Pep plays. He's pass, wait for the angle. Pass, and then incisive pass. It's going to be very, very interesting what way the game lines up tomorrow. City obviously have an unbelievable squad. Our bench is going to be threadbare. I can already see it. But, so even if it is 0-0, even if we're doing a miracle, boys, the City still have another full team to bring on if they want to, in terms of the quality they've got on their bench. So yeah, I'm going to stick my neck out in the line. I don't know whether I said 1-0 earlier in the video. I did mean 2-1. As I say, I don't think we're going to get away with a clean sheet. I'm going to say 2-1 United. I know. Crazy prediction, I know. But listen, it's all we've got. I mean, I'm going to talk a little bit now quickly about Ten Hag. I mean, it's just come out recently that looks to be his last game. So, you boys know I've been Ten Hag in. I've always been Ten Hag in, and I've been Ten Hag in, after the season. So I wanted him to get the summer under the new NEOS regime and see what next season brings, man. Because let's not forget, this guy did get his third place in a trophy, only last season. Football this season's been poor. Results this season have been poor, no doubt. In anyone's mind that we've underachieved, even with the injuries. Now we're in a place where we have to beat Man City in the FA Cup final to even get Europa League. It's just not good enough. And as I say, as much as I, will be Ten Hag in, of course there's a lot of stuff he has to be answerable for and accountable for this season. But I still would have liked to see him get, another transfer window under his belt. And go from there next season, man. And if he's sacked early next season, so be it. But I wanted to see him get the summer and see what happens. But it ain't looking that way, man. It's looking like they're wanting a new, shiny new toy again. The cycle continues. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Ineos want their own man. But who do they bring? That's the thing. I mean, Poch, De Zerbi, McKenna. I mean, who are they going to go for? That's the thing. It's just... Yeah, that's part of the reason I didn't, as well. It's like, who do they actually bring in that's going to change what the immediate thing is at the club? So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. The rumour is that he's going to get sacked after this game, regardless of the outcome, so whether we win or lose. So, let's see what happens, man. Let's see who the new manager will be. But I'll probably do a reaction video to that whenever the new manager is revealed as well. Give you boys my thoughts. But yeah, as I say, I want your boys' comments. Let me know who is winning this cup final. Just a bit of a reminder as well. In a few weeks, we are doing the Champions League final. Dortmund against Real Madrid as a live watch along here on the channel. You boys will also notice that the FK Sports channel is only like, I think 10, maybe 11 subs away from 300 subscribers. So if you are new, you're watching this video, you're hearing me say these words right now, please do go down there, hit the red subscribe button for your boy. That would be very, very much appreciated. Loads of quality football content coming up this year, over the Euros, over the summer as well with the Euros. As I say, the Champions League final watch along. And videos like this as well, where we do match previews, post-match reactions as well to certain games. Not just United, I'm a United fan, but we do other games as well. Loaded content, man, on anything in the football world. Topical news, things that are really, really big in the football news, big news breaking. We will be either live or have a video for it. So, get yourself subscribed. drop a like on the video. Really does help us out. Shares this video about on the algorithm to new people. And yeah, drop a comment. Let me know. Who's winning this game? United or City? Anyone going to join me with United prediction of United winning? Let me know. But I'll be reading those comments tonight. Get your comments in. And yeah, have a good day, boys. Appreciate you watching, man.